Hey, it's TR back with another Truck Camper Restoration video, and today we're just biding our time. I had to hurry up and cover up yesterday. It did finally rain, as I anticipated, so today we're going to wait for things to warm up. It's only about 55 out here right now. It's nice and warm in the sun. But waiting for the metal to warm up so I can finish the wrap on the front here. We got to be above 60 degrees, and it's not at this point, so it'll probably be another hour before it's warm enough or before I get around to it. So while I've got a bit of free time on my hands, let's look at our list and see what we can work on. Test the fridge. I had a setup to do that today. That's easy enough to do. Plumbing, still on the list. Interior trim, we could probably clean today while we're waiting. Might do that. I could do that pantry. Sanitize fresh water. Fire. Okay. So what are we going to work on? I think maybe we will continue to work on that door. I don't know. Let me go see how warm that metal is. Just a minute. All right. Well, that's not warm enough to do that work over there. I guess we'll clean. So testing the fridge has been on the list of things to do. One of the things I need to take care of, though, is I dropped some staples up in there, and I bet you they're sitting on top of the coils. Let me get up on let me go look and see what I can see. Hang on here. Let me get a flashlight. You seeing any staples down there? I sure aren't. I'm sure not seeing any staples down there. I'm going to blow some air down through here. Oh, you're still here? All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, get up here on top. Don't fall. Get some light. I still don't see any staples. I actually need to move the ladder. Let's see if we can see down through those ribs. I can. I don't know if you can. You'll just have to trust me. So when I tested this last year, I made this cable to bypass having to go through the RV's power. I need to get this guy out. This is the 110 power for the fridge, which is what we're going to run it on because I don't have propane hooked up. I think I can show you the orange residue. Hold on. I just saw it. Or the yellow residue, so sorry, but if you look right in here, that's usually a really bad sign. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and go through all this testing. I've got myself a little thermocouple here, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to stuff this right down in here. So we'll just go down in there a little ways. And then this meter here we'll set up with that. Let's see, where is that? Temp. Uh-oh, looks like I might need a battery. And it reads in centigrade, so it's reading 14C right now. All right, we're going to hook this up. This is a Victron 12-volt 5-amp smart battery charger. It has Bluetooth in it. My phone should be hooked up to it. So let's see what we got. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's upside down. Okay, it's in bulk charge at 13.6 volts. Okay, so that's the 12 volt. 110. Can you hear it? That's the igniter sparking. I don't see a spark though, but so it just give up on that. It sounds like it turned on. Let's see if it's warming up. Well, it's already up to 39C. Okay, that's good. We're going to let this run for a while. Let's do one other test here real quick. Okay, these two white wires here are for the heat pencil. That's what's heating this up right now, is there's a pencil looking thing down in here. And let's go over here to amps. And let's see how many amps it's pulling. 2.58. So 2.5 amps, 2.58 amps. On the DC side, let's see what it's pulling. Select DC. Can I get on that? Yeah, I can. It's pulling a 0.65 amps on the DC side, on the 12 volt side. So the thing to remember about these fridges is that the DC runs the computer only. There's a computer up inside there, and that runs, so 12 volts DC runs the computer. The AC is running the heat. Some of these are tri-fuels, and you might have 12 volt heat pencils in here as well. I don't. I wish I did, but this will work fine for me. We're going to run this for probably 24 hours. I'll check back in with you in a little while because we're out of battery. All right, here's the inside shot of the fridge. It's on. It's an auto, so it went to AC. Set to 3 for cold. The freezer's at 59.5. The fridge is at 58.1. Okay, so that internal thermocouple is up to 83C. That's about 200 degrees. All right, just a quick check in here. Let's see, we want, let's check this one first. It's running roughly half an amp. It's really hard to see that, but it's 2.5. And thermocouple running buck 93, 193C. 200 is where I would expect it to run. Let's see if we're cooling off. What do you think? We're already down to 4.7 on the freezer. And we're at 42 even on the fridge. Well, it looks like it's working. We're going to let it run overnight. All right, final check in on the fridge to see how it's doing. 38 with a low of 21. 9 with a low of minus 11. I guess I'm going to say the fridge is working. I'll just have to keep in mind that it looks like it's leaking. And at some point it will probably fail. And then it'll be a matter of replacing it. I'll make a decision on what to do then. I'm installing these vents right now because, first off, I'm trying to use up this urethane before the tube goes bad. Secondly, this urethane is paintable, and so I'm going to go ahead and paint everything. So what I've done is I've bent, come over here. You look right here, this little tab I've bent out, okay? Then I'm just going to put a decent bead on it. Let's see how these turned out. Okay, this corner up here, the metal was so badly damaged, and it had been hit before. There was a patch up here before. I'm going to replace it with some galvanized. That's all I've got. I think it'll be all right, because I need this condition, right? I want no surface here where water can drive underneath it. So I'm going to just take this and cut it, bend it around, bring it up here flush with this roof piece. I'm going to start up here. Cut a piece of metal. So let's fabricate this little piece of metal I need that fits in there. Okay, I'm going to let that set up for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I'm going to start doing some other stuff while I'm waiting for that to dry. We're making progress. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of insulation for up here, probably two. So let's see, it's going to go, I'm going to say 9 inches. Eight and 3/4 by 'Oops. Sit down there. All right, there we go. 91. So 8 and 3/4 by 91. Okay, so this blue and white wire is for a future either camera or light bar, or maybe both, and I just want it here in the middle. So I'm thinking, looks like I'm probably going to have to extend all these, re-terminate all those. So I might have to do that. I've got to get this in. Let's see, what's going to be the best to go underneath all this. All right, so I got to terminate some wires. I'll be back.